So, here we are again. I'm doing fine, really. Really. No, I'm doing fine. 100%. We're doing great. Fine. Doing fine. A few weeks ago, I found myself sort of banging my head against the wall, thinking about things to do during this quarantine. What we could do to keep us busy, and I was really banging my head against the wall, trying to figure out. I think it was a Thursday afternoon, and I was just banging my head against the wall, and next thing I knew, I woke up and it was Friday afternoon, and I was on the floor in my office here. So it turns out that's a good way to pass time quickly. If you find yourself banging your head against the wall, just keep at it. You can pass time that way. Another thing that I've been doing a lot of is reading. Some of my daily readings. And I started reading books that I had set aside to read. There's a book on the use of hyperbole in professional sales. I must have read that book 100 times in the past week. Excellent book. Highly recommend. Couldn't possibly recommend it any higher. Really good book. Another book, How to Start a Fight, was a good book that I read by an Irish guy. I forget his name. What else? Other things you can do. Some of the things I thought of is you can virtually climb the 7 highest peaks in the world. Like your watch, if you have an Apple Watch or something, it has that vertical thing, how much vertical you've done in a day. So you can take the 7 highest peaks in the world, and you can do a virtual climb. If you're doing like an Everest kind of a thing, which is the highest one, that would be like 2,900 flights of stairs up, for a 29,000 foot elevation, and then for like the last 1,200 flights of steps, you could do it with like a bag over your head, to simulates kind of the oxygen levels at altitude like that. So that's just something I thought of. You could do the 7 highest peaks that way. We reenacted the Civil War in real time, basically from 1862 on through the end, just the northern Virginia, kind of the Richmond, Antietam, up in real time, using our camping gear, the 2 dogs, our dinnerware, and a horse that we found in a just wandering around in a paddock at the horse farm across the street. And none of the dogs were harmed in the reenactment. Drawing, been working on my drawing, did some really good stuff. That was a challenge that I had that I wanted to work on. Had latte art. I had some really good latte art. I did one I was particularly proud of was the establishment of the North Korea-South Korea border at the 38th parallel in 1948. So that was a really good latte art that I worked on. Long story short, just stay sane, spend time with your family, and make sure you manage your stress. Just enjoy this downtime and make sure you manage your stress and anxiety.